Okay, boys. How are we feeling?
Great.
We're good. Okay. So today we're gonna play for a little bit here in this match against the blue team. As you guys know, we spent a lot of time this past week with our with our objective, our topics, our attacking topics. Can anyone remind me what the attacking topic was?
Switching the point of attack.
Right. So switching the point of the attack. All right. So what exactly do we mean by that?
Like getting 2v1s, getting pressure on one side and switching the field.
Pressure. You mean attracting pressure
Yeah.
from one side, and it's okay. Yeah. All right. So predominantly with the 6, 8, and the 10, those are our key players for it. Okay. So when we're in the midfield third, trying to progress into the attacking third, as we kind of talked about a little bit this past week with training. Okay. The ball's on one side. Can we use our 6, 8, or 10 in the midfield to be able to just open up their hips, use their body shape to be able to play out, pass out to the weak side, right? The weak side being the opposite side because they have to shift across. Okay. Let's see if we can just attract, bring those players in, create a little bit of an overload, and then play out to the far side. Okay. From there, I know we have the quality in our wingers to attack and be able to break forward and then get into the final third. From there, it's up to you guys to be able to unlock things a little bit. Okay. With that said, I just want to remind you guys of the game moment so we can all see here. So right here, we've got the same shape. This time we're going against a 4-2-3-1. All right. This looks a little bit different from what I mean, but the X's are us. 6, can you be a little higher out in this space here? If the winger drops down to play our 8, the 10, can you be on the outside shoulder of this player? Okay, so that they can combine and 2v1 this player and then be able to find the free man, which will be the 10. All right, and at that point, can he go 2v1 with the winger and attack their outside back? Or can they play into the 6 or the 8 immediately? Can you play a direct ball across into the winger for a 1v1 as well? Okay, from there, all right, like I said, we have enough quality. We'll be able to at least beat that player or be able to drag him into the attacking third, all right? And then we pin them in a little bit, and we can go and build from there. All right? Does anybody have any questions on that? Okay? You understand what we're talking about? All right? 4-3-3 against a 4-2-3-1. All right? We will talk about things at halftime, see how things are going. We may or may not touch on it. I think we probably will. And then just talk about other things that might be going on in the game as well. All right? Let's start fast. Let's start strong. Let's remember, authenticity is a big part of our brand here. Okay, so let's make sure that we stay true to ourselves and we play within ourselves and we don't change anything depending on what they decide to do and what they throw at us. Okay, all right. With that, center backs, raise your hand. Center backs, outside backs, you guys, wingers. Okay, 9. Outside backs, I forgot to mention, you guys can get forward as well. It's part of our style of play, all right? So if that winger gets the ball, all right, and the 10 or the 8 isn't in the best position to come support that for a 2v1, if you guys want to, I encourage you to potentially make an overlapping or underlapping run to help support him. You guys know an overlapping run, but you guys know an underlapping run? Right, just come inside, okay? Okay. Yeah. All right. I think we're getting started here. Good stuff. Let's go. Here we go, boys. Good energy to start. Let's dictate the game. Dictate the game. Possess.
Tommy, drive quickly.
They're not offering this. But Africa? By way of Niagara. is. Something to have, yeah, just to have there. You need a. I know. I can't wait to. I'm gonna like. Now I'm thinking like, who else do I know that is like a doggo that can give this book to like everyone? Yeah. But like, she was on a jar of Nutella. How?
Just likes to stay.
But how can she? She's giant. Is she really like as giant as she seems? You know what I mean?
You talk about it. She's gonna go to her cousin who's
Oh, no, no, give me, we have to go our one. Great running into you. It was fate.
Give my regards to all the good people.
First, and then I'll make my point. Let's bring it in. Okay. Overall thoughts, concerns, ideas. How do we feel?
Great.
Good. We're okay.
Kind of outpassing this.
Outpassing you right now.
Our middle three need to make a little bit more communication there because.
Yeah, when I run forward,
somebody's got to drop back for him.
One of you two could recover.
Okay, like when we're in possession of the ball, if you run forward to help out, someone just drop underneath to help in case the ball gets lost. Okay, yeah, definitely need to retain the ball a little bit better too. Try to take care of possession as best as we can. I'm noticing, especially in the wide areas, and this will segue into my point. We're kind of just forcing it, right? So a winger or an outside back will receive it, and he's got numbers around him to support, but instead he tries to turn into a guy, tries to beat him, and maybe his touch is too heavy, or he gets thrown off balance or something like that, and the ball gets lost or it's out of bounds, or it's kind of a hodgepodge and a mess. Okay, so let's try to play the way we face, and just continue to help support each other and pass. And that goes into my next part. All right, there was one or two moments, maybe more in the attacking third. I'll have to look back at it. There might have been one or two. Sid, you had a really good shot that went wide, but the buildup was great. Fighting the weak side player, right? How many times do you think we found the weak side player?
0.
Yeah, maybe one at best, right? All right, so how do we fix that?
I mean, like when our fullbacks are going, we always play it up. Like we should just calm down and see if there's a pass into the midfield.
On the wing,
Yeah.
you can slow it down. Maybe you could play in the middle if they switch it from there.
Okay, and then they switch it from there, right? So 6, 8, and 10 key players, right? Starts from them. All right, so with you guys, it just knowing, trusting that player is on the other side, he has space to operate, and just opening up your hips so that if you get a pass inside, you're setting yourself up to then play across the goal, or excuse me, across the face of the field. Okay, so scanning to try to recognize those moments that you can turn out, and then having the body shape to follow it, and then be able to pass and drive that ball into space. Okay, so just that I want to show you guys what that looks like. We'll show their shape again. So they're in orange this time, and they're in a 4-2-3-1, so a little bit different. Right. We're not really concerned about these four. All right, but this is us. We're here. We're here. Boom. We've got 1, 2, 3, 9, 7, 11. Okay? Or the other way around, excuse me. So ball's out on one side. Can we attract pressure, right? We talked about that. Do we really know what that means? Yes, in a way, right? So if the ball is here, are they just going to sit off right now? Right, so they've shown enough times that they're going to press out and try to win the ball from us. All right, so between the players we have here, the outside back, the winger may be coming down 6, 8, 10, right? We come to one side a little bit. These players start to get drawn out because they think they can win the ball on this side. And what do we have? We have a 4v4, 5v5, okay? Space is really tight on one, maybe quarter of the field, all right? But as that happens, what is this team doing in defense? I'm giving you a hint. They're shifting, right? And so the space is where?
The other side.
Right, okay? So that's what we want to find. Again, just to show you guys, when that ball comes back out this side, he can go 1v1 on this outside back. Maybe if you're in a good position, left back, you can join him, overlap, underlap. If the 8 or the 6, right? If you're here on the weak side, maybe you help him, all right? So like we really want to have some balance here. The 10, if you come support, 8, just be in this half space pocket so that the ball, you can just be around it, all right? And these guys, it's just paramount that we play into them and you're able to just turn, open yourselves up, and play out, all right? Attract the pressure. Let's connect a few passes in the channel, all right? And hopefully the 6-8, all right, you guys are central. You're in good positions to pivot the game out the other side. Okay, does that make sense to us? Can we try to do that a few times, see if we start to find it, especially in the middle third? All right, so we come up, we're out here, we're trying to penetrate into the final third. Let's try to find those moments to get into the final third and try to score some goals, okay? Got it?
Yeah.
Any questions? All right, let's get after it. Here we go. Good energy, come on.
Yo, Mark, you gotta hear my name. Loose quickly, right? Either water or back out to the field, please.